Time travel time! Do-do-do-do! Okay, good topic. If I had a time machine, who would I go back and see? Well, I think there are a few people I'd love to go and see. There's, Emperor Diocletian from the 4th century. Was he the 4th century? No. Emperor Diocletian from the 3rd century AD. He's the guy who took the Roman Empire when it was falling apart and reforged it from the Principate model to a more recognizable model where the emperor was basically a monarch. And he was very interesting. He got the economy back on track, kind of, although it was falling apart at the time. So really, doing anything would have got the economy back on track, apart from just going to a barter system entirely, which is basically what had happened. And he was a very interesting guy. I don't agree with all of the things that he did. For example, he set in place what basically became the feudal system by saying people couldn't move house without permission, which is not great. So, bad point to Diocletian there. But on other things, he ended the crisis of the 3rd century. He stopped the decay of the Roman Empire. He got the economy back onto track. Well, he started getting the economy back on track anyway. And he reforged the entire Roman Empire, so came out of his reign rather invigorated. Just in time for a massive, massive civil war, and that was not good. But never mind, he did what he could. So, good points to him, apart from the massive persecution of people on religious grounds. That was really bad. So, just let people alone. Let them believe in what they want. Okay, so that's who I'd go and see. But if he wasn't available for whatever reason, because he was quite a busy person, I'd probably go back and see H.P. Lovecraft, because he's one of the authors who founded the horror genre. Without Lovecraft, we wouldn't have Stephen King's It and the collection of books behind me, because Stephen King was majorly influenced by H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft was a good friend of Robert Bloch, who you may know as the guy who wrote Psycho. And basically, he's the grandfather of the modern cosmic horror. He's a really good author. I really enjoy his works. It's just a shame that he's a complete racist git. So I'd probably go back and give him a slap and try and get him to sort his life out in that regard. But apart from that, yeah, I'd go and see him because he seemed quite an interesting guy. Very intelligent. Wrote a lot of letters to his friends, and they're very interesting. You can find a lot of them online now, along with pretty much all of his works, because when he died very young from cancer, he didn't have a successor that actually dealt with his copyrights properly, so the majority of his work's now in public domain, so you can read it online at hplovecraft.com. And I'd recommend it. The Call of Cthulhu and At the Mountains of Madness in particular are very good. So go and see that. But before you do that, pick a topic.